Hey guys, today we are back with a new video. This one is for a third quarter project for biology, and it will be called Systems of a Dog. I will be mentioning 4 systems: the digestive system, nervous, skeletal, and muscle system. And to be scientific, a real dog's name is a canine. Digestive system. Part 1. From the mouth to the stomach. The first end of the dog digestive system has the mouth, esophagus, stomach, and small intestine. Dog digestion begins almost immediately with saliva in the mouth. The reason dogs' mouths are so slobbery is because they spend less time chewing food than humans tend to. All of the saliva starts the process of breaking down and coating food particles for smoother passage through the esophagus. The esophagus is heavily muscled, actively pushing food into the stomach. The second part is through the small intestine. A dog's stomach is super acidy and is useful for omnivores, helping them more easily digest things like bone and raw meat, because that is what dogs eat. At this time, in the dog digestive system, solid food is entered into a substance called chyme, which is made up of food, water, and acid. As the chyme proceeds into the small intestine,
the real work of digestion, the isolation of nutrients that can be used by the body, is done.
Next is the muscle system of a dog. The muscle anatomy of a dog serves 2 important purposes. The first, and most obvious, is to facilitate movement of the limbs, head, neck, and joints. An equally important function for muscles is to provide stability to the joints of the body, making it easier for them to function under pressure. Types of muscles. The muscle anatomy of a dog consists of 3 types of muscular tissue: smooth tissue, skeletal tissue, and cardiac muscle. Each of these types of tissue serves a different purpose in the body of a dog and is under control of either the voluntary or involuntary system. Smooth muscle consists of those types which are found within the walls of hollow internal organs. Examples of this type of tissue in the body include the heart, stomach, and blood vessels. Each of these smooth muscles tissues are under the involuntary control of the autonomic nervous system. The nervous system. The canine nervous system is divided into 2 main parts known as the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system is made up of the brain and spinal cord. The brain and spinal cord contain nerves called neurons. The brain is located within the skull, and the spinal cord is located within the vertebral canal or spine. Next is the peripheral nervous system. The peripheral nervous system includes the cranial nerves that run from the brain to areas of the neck, as well as those nerves exciting and entering the spinal cord. These nerves carry messages from the central nervous system to other areas of the body, such as the legs and tail. Nerve impulses travel from the brain, down the spinal cord, out the peripheral nerves to the tissues, and back again. Peripheral nerves that carry impulses from the brain or the spinal cord and travel to the tissues are called motor nerves. These nerves affect muscles in that they control movements, posture, and reflexes. Peripheral nerves that carry information from the extremities back to the brain or spinal cord are referred to as sensory nerves. These nerves carry information such as pain sensation from the body structures back to the central nervous system. The last set of nerves is the autonomic nervous system. This system arises from the central nervous system and contains nerves which control involuntary movements of organs such as the stomach, intestines, heart, blood vessels, and endocrine glands. Dogs have no voluntary control over the autonomic nervous system. It functions automatically. Development of the nervous system. A puppy is born with a fully developed nervous system. The brain, spinal cord, and associated nerves are present at birth but lack the capacity to adequately transmit electrical impulses in an organized way. As the nervous system matures in the initial weeks of life, a series of nerve-controlled events begin to become evident. The canine skeleton is comprised of three main areas: appendicular, axial, and visceral. The appendicular skeleton makes up the bones of the legs and feet. The axial portion of the skeleton is the main axis of support, the head, neck, spine, ribs, and the sternum. The visceral bones are the small bony parts of such organs as the inner ear. The long bones have growth plates that produce cartilage, which is converted to bone as the dog grows. At puberty, the dog growth slows, and the growth plates close when the dog reaches physical maturity, allowing no further growth. A dog's skeleton has an average of 319 bones, which is about 100 more bones than humans. Dogs have the greatest variety in the size and configuration of their skeletons of any species of animal. Even though the tiny Chihuahua has the same number and types of bones as the Great Dane, the size and shape of their bones are different. The biggest differences, other than sheer size, are in the bones of the skull. A dog's shoulder blades are not tightly connected to its skeleton, so the dog has potential for greater motion and flexibility. Canine skeletal development. Depending on the breed, a puppy's bones continue to grow and develop until about 1 to 2 years old. It grows rapidly until about 6 months old and then slows down with occasional growth spurts. Small and medium-sized dogs mature at about 7 months to 1 year of age, while large and giant breed dogs take about 1 to 2 years old. A dog takes about 3 to 4 years to reach a mature body overall.